let's move on to Chelsea. Burnley Chelsea. It looked it looked easy for Chelsea. Listen, we've got a nice little section here to talk about Chelsea. I want to drop a
Yeah,
few.
but the first half didn't look easy. But
No,
go
I
on.
didn't, but I want to drop a few name drops in here. So big shout out to Den on my Tuesday football. He's a massive Chelsea fan.
Big up then.
Big up
Big up
Den,
then.
what you
Big up
saying?
then.
Cool. Big up to
Whoop,
my
whoop, whoop.
colleague Ryan, massive Chelsea fan. Ryan, you're a prick though, bruv. You're a prick.
Ryan,
You
we're
are a
not
prick.
bigging you up. We're not bigging
We're
you
not
up because
bigging
you're a
you up.
colleague.
You're
We
a
don't
prick.
big up work friends. They
You're a
can take your
young
job.
man. You're a young man, and you're a glory fan. You're a glory fan. I can say that now. I can say that because my team's shit. I can say that you, man, are a glory hunter. He has never known hardship. Never known hardship since he's been watching ball. I think he's 25. I don't want to call him out. I think he's
He's gonna
25.
know hardship. He's gonna
I
know
think
hardship soon.
I think allegedly, I think Ryan's 25. I'm not going to say that because I don't want people to get at him, but allegedly he's around 25, right? So that means for pretty much 20 years of that boy's life, all he's known is continued success.
Yeah, of course.
You
Of
know?
course.
So, but yeah, it could get harder. So I think Chelsea just showed their colours in the end, didn't it? Like, I think Burnley done really well first half. McNeil, oh my goodness. That's what we're talking about, Puz. McNeil again. McNeil
Yeah.
again. Burnley against Milton Keynes. He buries that.
Yeah.
But in the
Yeah,
big games,
wasteful.
that's what I'm saying. But that's the difference
Yeah,
between
no, but
top
That's the
players
difference
and
between
elite
I've
players.
seen McNeil be wasteful against rubbish teams as well, man. So it is what it is. It's the play, bro. It's the player on the day,
No
man.
flowers for McNeil. None.
Uh,
Man gets to the back of the queue. No flowers for
Burnley
McNeil.
had a great first half, man. They had a
Yeah,
great
they
first
did. They
half.
had a couple of good
But in the
chances. They
second
should have
half,
got
they
more.
showed us why they're gonna get relegated. It's just that simple. Like Chelsea turned on that
Sim,
flame, that blue flame.
what is
They
wrong with
turned.
Paz today, bro? What is wrong with Paz? Did you speak to him before the game? Did
Nah.
you speak to him before this pod? Like,
Chelsea turned on that
kid,
blue
hell.
flame today, man. They turned on that blue flame today. In 10 minutes, game was over.
Kai Havertz looked like a traditional English,
Wait, hold on.
old-fashioned
How much?
number
How much?
nine.
How
You
much?
know Kai
How much did he
Havertz.
cost?
You know Kai Havertz.
75 mil, didn't he?
You know Kai
By
Havertz
Leverkusen.
£5 million
is the
player.
most he's the player that scored the most goals under the Tuchel era.
Yeah,
That's mad, isn't it?
not really.
Most crucial goals as well.
Not
That's what I'm
really.
trying to do. No, think about it. Let's be honest. Sorry to throw him under the bus, but you wouldn't expect that from Kai Havertz compared to Lukaku.
Yes and no.
Yeah, you're being evil. I know what you mean, but you wouldn't expect it. If you said, okay, the most players to score goals under the Tuchel era, if someone said to you Kai Havertz, yes, he might be up there, but if you heard Lukaku, Werner, the other players.
If you heard the names on the team sheet, you'd probably be putting him in the top 5, but you'd not be putting him.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I
At the
hear
top.
you. I hear you.
To be
Because
fair
they
though,
do have
Lukaku only
recognized
just got there.
strikers.
He's had
Yeah,
a
but
longer time with Kai Havertz, even if it's 6 months.
Yeah, but Kai Havertz is an absolutely top player. I don't want to take any flowers away from him. He's a top player.
He's a baller, man.
He was rated as one of the top 3 youngsters in Europe besides sort of Sancho 2 seasons ago when he was playing at Leverkusen. And Tuchel's really molding him into a top deadly strike. Like he's almost like that false number 9 again. Like
he is a false number 9.
He is a false number 9 again.
That's not
Chris,
his.
we need to forget the whole striker thing. To just forget about it.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't care about strikers unless you're gonna revamp and bring back R9. I don't care about strikers, bro.
You're lying.
Hey, listen,
Henry.
Hey, literally, I'm
I'd
gonna bring
rather R9 than Henry.
No, but what I'm trying to say, imagine a prime Henry right now.
Who wouldn't? Sim, who wouldn't?
That's what
I'd
I'm
love
trying
a
to say.
prime Henry. He's my favorite striker. He's my all-time favorite striker. All-time favorite striker.
Man, you're mad.
He is. I'm not saying he's the best. I'm saying he's my all-time favorite striker. I
I
love
thought
Henry.
R9 was your favorite.
Nah. R9's the best. R9's the best.
He's the most complete striker I've ever seen.
Ever. He's the best. He's the best number 9 the world has ever seen, ever. Actually, Ryan, shout out to my colleague again. Ryan said that we should have a discussion about that top 5 strikers of all time, but discussion for another time.
We'll probably do that next week or something.
Well, yeah, let's do that next week. All right, cool. So I'm going to extend on the Chelsea one here. So we've got a few bits that we want to mention. So what's all that about the fans chanting Roman's name during the minute's silence? What's all that about?
Do you want to be honest with you?
It's typical Chelsea, man.
Isn't it?
Typical Chelsea, but you don't gotta understand, yeah. And I'm gonna be so sorry if I offend anyone. Remember, certain fans do not relate to what's going on with the world right now. They don't care about them. Remember, they're looking at it as Chelsea's my football team. We've had this great owner for 20 years, as you said, Chris, and he's now coming out of the country due to what he's been doing outside of Chelsea, the activities have been taking part or funding, allegedly. So for them, it's like, this is a very unfair act that's happened onto their owner. So they're just expressing their frustration. However, as
It's
human
not
beings,
classy though.
of course it's not classy, but this is what I'm trying to say. Some people separate the man from the art. So literally, they see Roman Abramovich as an owner. They don't see him what he does outside football. Just remember that. They just see him as an owner. So for them, it's like, oh, okay, Roman Abramovich.
Hey Sim, I'm gonna give it the Ancelotti eyebrow.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Honestly, yeah. For them to do it, like they could have sang Abramovich's name at any other point during the game.
But during the silence,
for them to do that during a minute of silence for people that have passed away, that's got nothing to do with separating a man from this. That's just
but
you
do
lot
you know
wanted
what?
to be
There
they just
are
wanted to be
some Chelsea
and
fans.
it's not like it's 10 of them or 20 of them. It was hundreds of them. So it's like,
Yeah,
you
do
know,
you know what? Yeah, idiots, man. Do you know what it is? I went to see Batman this weekend.
Me too. You
Batman.
know, I went there
Sick
yesterday.
film.
After you said it, I went there yesterday. So.
Yeah, no, Batman, sick film. Anyway, there were 3 idiots, yeah, in the back of the cinema that were talking loud and making noise, and then they got up.
I thought you were gonna say the DA. But go on.
Hey, spoiler alert! If you ain't
Yeah,
seen
spoiler
that,
alert.
play. So anyway, there are 3 idiots, yeah, in the back of the cinema on the left. They were making so much noise. One brother already got up to tell them to shush. They didn't quiet. Then as they got up, they sort of left on their own. They threw their drinks and their popcorn. They threw it at the crowd, and then they ran out. Yeah. Like me and a few of the other guys that were like sitting. We all got up and we went outside and was like, "This ain't good." That reminds me of the fucking Chelsea fans.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, Chris. I get it. Remember, we're normal people. Some people don't think like that, bro. Look what happened a couple weeks. Look what happened a couple weeks ago with Kirk Zuma and the cat situation. Look what people were calling
for. They're still booing him, man. They're still booing him.
That's what I'm trying to say.
They were still booing him yesterday.
This is what I'm trying to say. So you look,
we can call them out. You know what, Sim? We can call them out. Do you know what? On this channel, yeah, we are allowed to say our opinion. Too many times, I'll tell you what, we hold back. And you know we do. Too many times we hold back. We shouldn't. Like, let BBC and Talk Sport and Sky Sports, let them hold back. We don't need to hold back.
Talk Sport ain't gonna hold back, man. It was disgusting by the Chelsea fans, man.
It was
no,
guys. We all in agreement.
Anyway, but they're a bunch of fucking.
We're all in agreement. No, listen. We're all in agreement that it was.
I'm wearing red today, man. I'm wearing red.
We're all in agreement. It's very unclassy of them, but as Pa said, I'm not surprised. I'm not
surprised.
If it was Arsenal fans, I'll be surprised, but it's Chelsea fans, isn't it?
It's Chelsea fans, idiot, man. The amount of sanctions they get thrown on them for racist crap. Nah, I'm not even playing. Like last season. Anyway, whatever. James Chilwell. James Chilwell. What
was the one last week?
That's actually a sick name.
Frugal.
Nah, no, frugal's the actual word. That's the actual word. That's the word.
What did you say last week? You said you combined 2 words.
I combined 2. Yeah, it was frugal or something else, but frugal is the actual word. So you just said it correctly.
Yeah.
But James Chilwell, Reece James, and Ben Chilwell, brilliant. Back in the team. James back on the score sheet. I absolutely love Reece James. I absolutely love Reece James. Do you know why? Because he's everything you want from a right back.
Yeah.
He's confident. He goes forward well. He's got a great cross on him. And he's good defensively as well. I think he's a great, but his injury record, his injury record is a little bit worrying.
He's the epitome of the modern day right back or wing back. He's the epitome. He ticks every box. But as you said, he's still young, so he's gonna have a bit. He's gonna have a
But
lot to work
he's
on.
playing under Dave, and there isn't a better person to play under and learn from. Sorry, not Dave. Says Aspilicueta. In terms of a role model,
Yeah,
that's got to be, and I think Chelsea fans would agree with me that Aspilicueta has been the best servant for those guys over the last, I'd say,
100%
over the last decade. I'd say he's been arguably the
consistent.
best.
If
What a
I'm
role
living in
model.
London, earning millions of pounds per year, I'll be a best servant as well, man. Come on, man.
Nah, just his approach to the game. He's just a very good professional. Do you know
He's
what I
a
mean?
professional.
I think he's one of the
Keeps
very
his
few.
shirt tucked
Keeps
in
his
all
shirt
the
tucked in.
time.
He's just about to say that. I was about to say he's very few professional that actually see where he's a shirt tucked in. So I think James has got a great person to learn off of. He reminds me, you know what, Aspilicueta reminds me a lot of Valencia. You know, these people that are just like very, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? You know what I
yeah,
mean? They make good captains as well. Those kinds of
yeah.
people, they make decent captains. And Chilwell as well, assist. He got assist today. Paz, talk to me about the fullbacks. You like talking to me about how the game's evolved. Why is Chilwell and Ben James? I'm doing it again. Ben James and James Chilwell.
No, honestly.
Talk to me about Ben Chilwell and James,
For
please.
the
Why
for
are
the
they
past
so good?
couple of weeks, we've seen that Chelsea they've not really been misfiring, but they have been misfiring. They haven't been scoring as many goals. They haven't been creating as many chances. Ben James,
Lukaku. No,
Ben
joking.
Chilwell, Ben Chilwell comes. Ben Chilwell. Chilwell, I'm trying to be what you do.
No, that's
James
his name, isn't it?
Chilwell.
Ben
That's his
Chilwell. That's his
name,
name. That is
Buzz.
his name. That is his name. That
That's
is
his
his name.
name, Buzz.
And James come back, and you can just immediately see that the way Thomas Tuchel wants to play is in full effect. That
Yeah,
second half, it looks like he gave them a good talking to, and he said, "Look, you
A
guys just
boost.
come out and play your game, play what I've taught you from the start of the season. We're gonna be all right." And you can see it when they play. The wing backs are always up there. That's why they create so much space. That's how James Chilwell, wherever. That's how James he had a lot of space on the right hand side to score his goal. A bit of bad defending as well, but good skill. Um,
Man, he sent him back to
and
last week twice.
they kept on putting crosses in. And luckily, Lukaku's not on the pitch, so
Yeah, so
it's not gonna happen, innit? But they've got Kai Havertz who's showing that he can header as well. So
yeah. And
I think they're crucial parts to Chelsea's game. To what Tuchel wants to do, they're crucial parts. When they're not there, it's visible.
yeah,
And Alonso and whoever plays right back, I don't really care about Chelsea. But whoever
Aspilicueta.
plays, whoever he is, yeah. Um, when they play, they're a bit more pragmatic. They sit back. Aspilicueta is more of an old school defender. He doesn't
yeah,
really get up, especially when he's grown with age as well. He's not really going to be found up and down the pitch. But with James and Chilwell, they've
yeah.
got
They've
exactly
got
what they need.
youth. They've got youth on their side, and they've adapted to
So,
the new game. As you said, the new game. You don't. To be honest, you don't have to be
bro,
a great defender.
wing backs are going to start being top scorers in the team now.
Yeah,
Trust me,
I
they
think
are.
James is the highest scorer. Oh, either Havertz or James is the highest scorer for Chelsea.
yeah.
Now James has got 6 goals this season. He's the
That's
highest
mad.
scoring fullback in the league. Yeah.
That's
It's
mad.
mad.
Easy better than Trent.
Yes.
Do you think he's better than Trent?
He's better than Trent.
He's
Under
overall better.
pressure,
He's
under
overall
pressure,
better.
James is
Guys,
better than Trent.
Yeah, I would have if you said, Chris, you've got a choice to have as your right back, James,
And this is no disrespect to
Reece
Trent as
James,
well.
Reece James, or Trent. I'm taking James because remember who you're asking. Remember who you're asking. I am a defender by trade. All right.
Mhm.
I like solidarity. Trent is the best attacking fullback, arguably in the
The
world.
world,
There's
yeah.
one person who I would compare with him at the moment, and that's Hakimi.
I was just about to say.
Hakimi's better.
Hakimi's better. Why? Because he can defend.
He can
Because
defend
he
as
can
well,
defend.
yeah.
Exactly.
But
So
remember, Hakimi plays DM as well.
he can defend
Yeah, but
as
my
well.
man
He's
thinks he
intelligent
can
on the
play
ball.
in midfield as well, man.
He can play on the. Trent can play on the. Trent can play
Yeah,
in
but he
midfield
can't
easily.
play DM. That
I don't think
Hakimi
he
can
can play
play.
No, he
midfield like
can.
that
He
though.
can. He can. I think Trent is like what's his name? Who for Bayern Munich?
Nah, don't do
Hakimi.
that.
Kimmich.
Don't do that.
Kimmich.
Don't do
Kimmich.
that.
Oh yeah, Kimmich.
No, don't do that.
No. Hear me out.
Don't do that.
Hear me out. Let me
As in,
land.
he can play many different roles.
He can
If
play
you're
different
talking
roles.
about he
He's
can do it,
intelligent
yeah, but
enough. He's intelligent enough.
I don't
Trent,
think he's nowhere near as intelligent as Kimmich.
no, he's not. But Trent can
Not
get
even
on the
just Kimmich,
ball, can
Philip
turn.
Lahm as well.
Lahm as well. Yeah, Kimmich.
Yeah.
Trent can get on the ball, get his head up, and find passes and make space. So anyway, no. I'm taking Reece James because Reece James' positional awareness is much better than Trent. Trent is lucky. He's got Matip and Van Dijk. That's all I'm gonna say.
I was saying this to one of my Liverpool pals. Yeah, I'm saying Trent is, for me, he's world class, but I would like to see him in a team where the system doesn't work for him. Does that make sense? I feel like Liverpool's system allows him to do that.
Why do you think he doesn't play for England?
We throw around
That's
that word.
I was just about to say that. He doesn't
He
start
doesn't play
for
for
England.
England. He doesn't play for England.
He doesn't start for England.
It's Kyle
We throw
Walker
around that
or
word
James.
world class, you know. We throw it around too much, bro.
It's too easy. Yeah.
He's
It's too
a
easy.
really good right back, but
You don't think he's world class?
No, I don't think he's
No,
world class,
because
bro.
I think one of the things which are
He's
testaments to
consistent.
being world class.
Guys, wait. He's consistent. He's won the Champions League. He's won the league. He's just now won Carabao Cup.
But he doesn't start for England. It's just, listen, world class, world scene. International football is the highest level. It's not the best level, we know that, but it's the highest level of football, right?
Okay. Do you want to be honest with me?
Trent's only known in England.
No, listen.
That's not true. That's not true.
That's not true. Number one.
When you're on EA adverts,
he's known worldwide.
He's known worldwide. He
Liverpool
often,
fans.
bro. Listen,
Wait.
it wasn't a British outlet that compared Trent and Hakimi.
He's world class, yeah. If he's world class, put him in the team of the year then. You wait for team of the year.
No, he's not getting over Hakimi.
But this is what I'm trying to say. I feel like because Hakimi can play so many different roles, that's why he gets into that team.
What I'm trying to say, the only reason why I would say he's not world class is because I think to be world class, you have to be one of the third best players in the world in that position, which I would say he is. And then you have to do it over a long period of time, and you have to be playing regular international football. I don't think people give enough credit to that. Like,
no,
you just said his big criticism is in a different system. Well, Southgate's system is very defensive, is very pragmatic. 5 at the back.
Yeah.
Don't concede possession, invite players on, and then counterattack. That's a different system to Klopp. Completely.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't play. Hakimi would. Carl Walker does.
Yeah, I agree with
Carl
you.
Walker does. Carl Walker can play in a black 3.
He only plays because of his recovery. You know that as well.
That's fine. He's got it in his locker. He's got it in his locker.
No, Carl Walker, talking like a defender now.
Hear me out. Carl Walker in a 3, even though he can't stand playing it. Carl Walker in a 3, you're right. He has the pace to get himself out to cover positions and get out. As a wing back, he's got the engine to get up and down. Right?
Yeah.
That's what Southgate wants. That's the system. He doesn't necessarily want his right back to then be bombing on, putting crosses into the box all the time.
I agree with you.
But if you can get that, then he will. So, do you know who he plays? Kieran Trippier and Reece James, because they do both. Kieran Trippier and James's delivery is not as good as Trent, but they're good. They are good. And they get up and down. They're of a standard. They're good. No, they're good. They're good. Trippier is deadly at set piece. Deadly.
He's showing it for Newcastle.
Yeah. He's deadly. And Reece James is for England, bruv.
Yeah. 2008 World Cup. Yeah, I forgot. Shit.
Yeah. So Southgate will always go with the more all-rounded player. Yeah. 100%.